Friends, it's Sarah from Sweet Scents from the Dollhouse. Today I am bringing you my empties basket for December. I'm guessing that this is going to have to be part one because I have been going through an incredible amount of wax. Unfortunately, I have been suffering really bad trying to get my pain under control. Some of my subscribers might not know this, but I broke my back 10 years ago. And you would never know that by looking at me, because I'm pretty self-sufficient, independent, like do my own thing, do everything for myself, including everything my doctors have told me not to. When I was first bedridden and when I had first sustained the injury, they told me that I should never have any more children, I should never exert myself, never lift anything over 10 pounds, don't exercise or do it in moderation through physiotherapy, you name it, everything, that every restriction, every do not. I have totally blown away, including have a baby. I carried a baby till full term and delivered her au naturel with a broken back. You can imagine that was not a fun situation. And just like everybody else, I have good days and bad days, but I think that I find the most frustrating part is not the pain itself, it's the fact that people look at me and assume that I'm young and I'm physically fit or whatever, so they just assume that, you know, a young person can't be in pain. Oh, I wish that was the case. So I might not be making any videos in front of the camera for a few days just because I am very uncomfortable, and until I figure out, or until the doctors rather figure out how they are going to win this round, I'm just not really in the mood to look presentable. So anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about what I have emptied out here. I've gone through a lot. So again, this might be a two-part video. So I finished one of my marshmallow fireside candles, and I actually burnt this one all the way down. But again, do you see that black ring of smoke? This wasn't in the house, it was in that like front hallway area. Check out all that soot and crap. I am so happy. Like before, I never put much thought into that black ring of death, but I'm so happy I don't burn candles in my general living space anymore. I was very impressed with the performance of this particular Bath & Body Works candle, even though a lot of the candles that I purchased at the annual Candle Day sale, they were recessed in between those three wicks. Like there was this huge divot. Like just really mass-produced bullshit. But this one didn't tunnel. I was pleasantly surprised. And, I mean, it looks terrible. It does. I didn't think it was that bad. Now that I see it in this light, and I'm sure maybe the camera won't pick it up, but it is bad. There's no doubt about it. But Marshmallow Fireside was nice, and I was pleasantly surprised with the performance of that candle. This one, on the other hand, look how bad that bad boy is. Holy shit, Nikes. This was gross. It tunneled. No, sorry, it didn't tunnel, but it smoked. And I know there's going to be candle people out there that are like, you have to trim your wicks. Dude, I trim my wicks. I let my wax pool out. You name it, I do it. This isn't my first rodeo. I've been burning candles for longer than I care to admit, or longer than my lungs care to handle. Yeah, no. And Pink Petal Tea Cake, like I'm super happy that Bath & Body Works finally listened to their customers and brought back a scent, because Bath & Body Works tends to mass produce and repackage the same fragrance as something else from one year to the next. Like, I don't know, they just, Pink Petal Tea Cakes was a fan favorite. They brought it back it's not the same pink petal tea cakes I remember. I thought it was more or closer to tea and cakes. There's like an orange cake note in here, but there's absolutely no almond. So it's nothing like tea and cakes, nothing like what I remember. But again, that could have been my wishful thinking and my imagination because I love tea and cakes so much. The next one I melted through was Sniff My Tarts Buttercream Sprinkles Butter Maple Syrup Iced Sugar Cookies. This one was nice as far as bakery scents are concerned, but I found there was 4 tarts in here. I sampled some out to the people who had my advent calendar, but I found when I finished this off, like, I don't know, it's just there's so many different things in here. It smells good, but it's unidentifiable really as any of the listed ingredients. The next one was Sassy Girl Aromas Granny's Apple Pie. This one was really nice. I used it in an episode of Wax Wars, so I enjoyed that one. It is an authentic apple pie scent. I just wasn't, I don't know, anything apple pie doesn't really rock my socks, if you know what I mean. I think, I don't know, there's just a lot, for me anyways, more interesting scents to choose from. Mulled apple cider from Barrett's Wax Crafts. This was a sample that Josh sent with my order. It was lovely. I warmed this for Wax Wars cider melt off. You can see that video in my playlist. I really wish I had some Marshmallow Fireside left. This was from Make Sense Candle Shop because I'm currently doing Fireside melt off. I'm not sure which week it will post. It's either this week or next, but check that out. Make Sense Candle Company. She is amazing. She's from New Brunswick. She's Canadian, so also near and dear to my heart. She's been in business for over a decade, and she is like a fierce performer on the vendor wax. I think because she's Canadian, not enough people know about her because her wax is deadly, and in my opinion, better than a lot, and I mean a lot of the big name vendors out there. The next one I melted through was Southbound Soaps Caramel Cookie Lattes. I received this in a random act of kindness from my friend Rhonda. I enjoyed this. The only thing that I can say about this is that when you first put it in the warmer, you get a tad bit of a perfumey smell, but other than that, it's really nice. The perfumey smell does go away once it finishes melting and that latte scent kicks in, because that is definitely the most powerful scent. I don't know where the perfume scent comes from. It must be her caramel blend to me, because I've tried a number of Southbound's cookie blends and it's not that. So it's either the caramel or the latte that smells perfumey to me, but I don't know. It was all right. That one is in my episode of Wax Wars for latte blends. The next one that was in that same episode is Vintage Chic Scents, Lizzie Borden's House. This was 2 years old. I'm finding Vintage Chic Scents can take up to 6 months to cure, but clearly anything after 2 years is bunk. That didn't perform worth a damn. And it just, I don't know. It wasn't good. Sassy Girl Aromas Vanilla Delicious Birthday Cake. It was okay as far as bakery scents are concerned. Like, really? It couldn't have been that good because I don't remember too much about it. Next one, this is actually in today's advent calendar for the people who received it. This is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. I absolutely love this vendor, Make Sense Candle Company. Also, if you're into vendor wax from the States, consider placing an order with her in New Brunswick. She's closed now for Christmas, but she will reopen right after Christmas. And I'm telling you, especially once my American friends do the exchange, you're going to get her wax for approximately 65 to 70 cents an ounce. That's amazing. The next one I warmed was Sassy Girl Aroma's Zombie Crunch Cake. That was really nice. It was just a couple pieces from a bakery bag that my friend Rhonda gifted to me to try out. I mean, I know that I've got a lot of like diehard Scentsy fan followers, but imagine, if you will, do you remember Fruity Pebble Tricks and Marshmallow Rice Krispie Treats? That is exactly what that smells like, just to give you a rough idea. Hi, babe. So the next one that is empty is this Honeymoon Hideaway Counter Clean. I love this. I know I've discussed it before on my channel. It is a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. I do not think I will be purchasing any more Counter Clean unless I get it as a half price item. I just think the price of this stuff, like $12 for cleaner, or actually I think it's up to $13 in Canada now. It's just too expensive for what it is. I finished off Scentsy's Honey Pear Cider, thank goodness, because this is sickeningly sweet to me. I don't really enjoy pear scents. Like I thought I could handle it on cold, add heat to that, and it's like, ugh. Scarlet Woods, I know you might have seen this in my December scent and warmer of the month. I really enjoyed this on cold. Warming, I was not a fan, so I sampled these bad boys out and I'm happy to be done with it. I won't be repurchasing that one either. The next one, and this one is retired right now. Currently it's called My Only Sunshine. It was from our spring and summer collection. I believe they have brought this one out a couple spring and summers in a row. It's beautiful. One of my favorite spring and summer scents. Like, if you warm this in your house, you can't help but be happy. It's gorgeous. So it's kind of nice now that it's, you know, hell frozen over here in Ontario. It's really nice to just, I don't know, bring a little bit of sunshine into the house. Next one was Scentsy's Baked Apple Pie. A little too heavy on the cinnamon and not enough apple. That's a flop for me too. Definitely won't repurchase that. I finished off Scentsy's Cider Melt. I love this. This was also in my cider melt off video. Out of all the Scentsy ciders available, and I think there's 4, Cider Melt is my favorite, but with that being said, I have also not melted cedar cider yet. I have that one on order, and I'm looking forward to trying that one. What else did I empty out? Oh, and 2 of Scentsy's Vanilla Mint. I love this. This is January's scent of the month. We really enjoyed a full clam ourselves, and then I sampled out the second one, and it's gorgeous. Be sure to place an order as of January 1st, and you can get Vanilla Mint 10% off. So this is part 1 of my December What's Warming basket, and I will bring you the rest shortly. Bye for now.